is a very different world.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Jurassic World Evolution 2 video. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today and recovering from our latest news for this video game. If you somehow happen to have missed it, last night we got revealed to us that a brand new Jurassic World Evolution 2 DLC is on the way, but they revealed it in such a way that it is so different than usual. Last night, during Frontiers Unlocked stream, we were told that a new species pack for Evolution 2 will be coming in a few weeks with 4 brand new species. Now, with that information, it's nearly impossible to even begin speculating accurately as to what this may be about. But thankfully, we got a little tease of one of the species appearing in this show. Take a look.
And I'm very pleased to announce that we'll be bringing out a brand new species pack in the next few weeks, which will bring 4 new species to your parks. I'm sure you're dying to know more about the pack, but you have to wait just a little bit longer for that. We'll have some news to share closer to the launch. Until then, keep your eyes peeled on our social channels. What I can give you today, though, is a little, well, rather big teaser on one of the upcoming species which can soon be in your parks.
So with that tease, it's clear that we have the Megalodon arriving to our games very soon. But what else can we expect? Well, that's what we're here today to discuss. So once you're ready, sit back, relax, and enjoy your G Fuel after using code SWERVE for 20% off all of your items at checkout, as it's time to guess what the next DLC for Jurassic World Evolution 2 might be. So, with the teaser that the Megalodon will be appearing in the next Jurassic World Evolution 2 DLC, well, at least a strong suspicion that this is the Megalodon, we can begin to guess what this DLC might be about. As far as we know, it's a species pack, so unfortunately, we don't quite have an expansion pack that we've been asking for a long time now. But new content is new content, so no need to complain too much. Anyways, with the Megalodon, what else could be appearing? Well, some people first suspected that we could be getting another marine DLC, kind of like a follow-up to the previous one we had. But I think that that's very unlikely and will probably rustle a few feathers in the fan community for this game, so I highly doubt that Frontier would go down that route. So with that out of the way, what other species pack have we had? Well, besides describing the features of the animals, we have era packs, Late Cretaceous pack, Early Cretaceous pack, and, well, yeah, nothing Triassic or Jurassic quite yet for some reason. But that leads us into thinking about the era of the Megalodon. When was this? Well, it's not quite Mesozoic, no. The Megalodon existed in the era after the death of the dinosaurs, the Cenozoic era. To me, it's only possible for this species pack to be a prehistoric shark or marine reptile DLC, or more likely, it could be an era-specific pack in the Cenozoic pack. I doubt it could be anything other than these two, which makes it highly likely that this is indeed a Cenozoic pack coming to Evolution 2. But what could be included in this DLC? Let's take a look. Firstly, we have obviously the Megalodon, the largest shark ever to exist on planet Earth. The Megalodon, despite it probably being popular for many years now, it's definitely risen to popularity in more recent times thanks to the Jason Statham blockbuster movies of The Meg. For me, The Meg 1 and The Meg 2, they were fun movies. Not obviously the best movies ever made, but they were definitely fun movies. And seeing it kind of in the Mesozoic era in that universe was very weird, but it kind of gives us a glimpse as to what could happen in Jurassic World Evolution 2, a Megalodon and a T-Rex existing at the same time. How cool is that? But yeah, this guy, oh, it's a big shark. Take a look at some size comparisons to the Great White. So it's definitely safe to say that this guy definitely needs a large space, kind of like the Mosasaurus in Evolution 2. One thing I really hope that they're not going to do is upscale the shark bait feeder that we have currently in the game, and basically use that model as the Megalodon model. That would be kind of concerning, you know, to hype up the Megalodon and then basically it's just a big shark. I don't know how people are going to feel about that, so to introduce the Megalodon into Jurassic World Evolution 2, they kind of have to do it right, you know, they have to do it perfectly. Originally we thought the Dunkleosteus was the Megalodon, and when that first happened, when the first Marine DLC got teased, not many people were too excited. Some people were obviously understandably excited, but they did point out that if it is the Megalodon, it's just the big shark in your tanks. It's nothing too exciting. To me, I don't mind it too much, you know, at the end of the day, it's a brand new species, it's a big shark, which for me sounds awesome. How could you not want a big shark? But overall, I agree in some way. The Meg, if they bring that into Evolution 2, they need to nail it. They really do. Like the mod, it's great. It's one of the first mods, I believe, that was added into the game back in 2021. But, you know, again, it was just a big shark. So they need to add something unique there. They need to add maybe even some animations that make it feel the pure size of it, the sheer size of this creature, rather than have it come across like a big shark. But yeah, the Megalodon is definitely one confirmed species, at least to the best of our knowledge, that is, that will be added into this DLC. But what else could we have? And what else could aid the idea of this being a Cenozoic pack? Well, there is one species that many people have been wanting to see for a long while now, and that is the Smilodon. Back in 2021, I have reason to believe that the Smilodon has been in discussions for Evolution 2 for quite some time. I'll probably reveal something like that once Evolution 2's lifespan is over, because I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But yeah, for me, from what I've heard for a long while now, the Smilodon seems to have at least been discussed at Frontier since the later stage of 2021. And I think that this is probably the best time we could see it included. We had creatures such as the Nothosaurus come from Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, but was only added in a separate species pack, nothing Camp Cretaceous related, so they could be doing something similar here. The Smilodon, if you guys are unaware, is a canonical species to the Jurassic Cinematic Universe, and I believe there's only like 5, 6, 7 roughly species left to be brought into Evolution 2 from the canonical timeline. So they'll probably be doing something similar to what we had with Nothosaurus here, where a Camp Cretaceous species was added into one of the 4 species for a species pack, and that's what's happening with the Smilodon. The Smilodon did exist in the Cenozoic era, so having that appear in a Cenozoic pack obviously makes a lot of sense, and even if you were to take away the canonical aspect of this creature, loads of people would expect a saber-toothed tiger anyways, so I highly anticipate that the saber-toothed tiger will be appearing in Jurassic World Evolution 2 thanks to this new DLC. But if we were to stay on the topic of canonical species, what else do we have? Well, believe it or not, you know, this isn't the only Cenozoic creature that is technically canonical to the Jurassic Cinematic Timeline. In Camp Cretaceous Season 1, once again another Camp Cretaceous species, for a very brief moment we have Dr. Wu talking about Siberian mammoth remains that have been extracted. The Siberian mammoth is a Cenozoic Ice Age creature. So if they want to continue down the road of adding canonical species into the game, this is certainly one for the books. Now, some people must be thinking, oh, Jurassic World Evolution 2 is very tropical, why would you have the Siberian mammoth, the woolly mammoth, there's no need for it. I agree, you know, I definitely agree, but you gotta remember, Evolution 2 has this snowy biome now, and very recently we had a Camp Cretaceous species, again, in the Spinoceratops, a hybrid dinosaur that's known to be endothermic, meaning that it has to survive in the cold climates rather than the warm climates. And I believe in the game you have a cold climate attributor there, or some kind of thing that basically brings out a better star rating if it's in a colder climate. So I assume something similar might be happening here with the Smilodon and also the woolly mammoth if they were to be added. But if we were to see a mammoth into the game, wow, people have been asking for this for such a long time now. The mods haven't really been able to quite acclimatize to having a feathered or woolly mammoth either in the first Evolution game or the second Evolution game. It just doesn't look too good. So potentially having it in Evolution 2, that makes me excited. It really does, and I'm sure it makes loads of you guys excited as well. But what are some other potential species? Well, there's loads of other species that I'm sure loads of people know about, like the Hyenodon, the direwolf, and Megatherium even. You know, there's loads of creatures to pick from the Cenozoic pack. But for me personally, it comes down to 2 species. It was very hard to knock out Megatherium from this, but I just don't see Megatherium being part of a Jurassic World video game. The only other creatures I see being part of that is Daeodon or Terrorbird. The Daeodon, why do I think it's going to be added into Evolution 2? Well, it's a 4-legged creature that kind of runs, and I know that sounds stupid to begin with, but if you think about it, Dimetrodon. We have a 4-legged creature that runs in Dimetrodon. So if they were to kind of just re-script and slightly reanimate the animations from Dimetrodon, and even the model maybe, to Daeodon, to me it makes sense. It seems like an easy workaround for a Frontier to create a new species without actually creating a new species, if that makes sense. So I highly anticipate the Daeodon to be one of these species, and again, it's a fan favourite. Loads of people know about the Daeodon already, so it's highly expected. And I believe when it comes to Terrorbird, the same thing happens here. The Terrorbird seems more like a dinosaur than the Megatherium, and kind of fits the theme of Jurassic World Evolution 2 just that little bit better than to what we have with the Megatherium and Hyaenodon and all of that. It's a two-legged carnivorous creature that can just run really fast, and again, if you were to think about the animations and the model, it kind of matches the Carnotaurus a little bit. So all they have to do is reshape, rescale, reanimate pretty much the Carnotaurus model into a Terrorbird, and there you go. So for me personally, those two species are the other potentials, but I think the Terrorbird is probably more likely than the Daeodon at this point. So just to quickly run through these 4 potential species that we have for this Cenozoic pack that we think might be happening, it would be the Megalodon, the Smilodon, the woolly mammoth or Siberian mammoth, and the Terrorbird. So whilst we may not have hard evidence to confirm what this pack may be about quite yet, we can still highly suspect that this is indeed a Cenozoic pack of some kind. My best guess of this roster would be the Megalodon, Smilodon, Mammoth and Terrorbird all arriving into Jurassic World Evolution 2, and the most likely chances are in that order. After that, probably Daeodon, Hyaenodon, then Megatherium or anything else I probably don't know about. But there's also a possibility for different species as well, so keep that in mind. So why not head on down to the comments and let us know what you think will be appearing in this pack, and if you think that the Cenozoic pack is the most likely one or not. Feel free to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, as we aim for over 250,000 subscribers by the end of the year. But most importantly, make sure you're all staying safe out there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, hi, you. Did you enjoy the video? Just a little reminder to press that like button and also subscribe. I just want to thank my Patreons for this month on screen right here, as giving me that little extra support really does go a long way. But anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.